No, try again.
we cannot start on such bad vibes.
I messed up and I crashed the ship.
He doubled down, and I appreciate it.
Charm scene.
Tyler, can we get any word at all, please?
Bassoon.
A bassoon.
Thank you, bassoon.
Oh. Hey guy, I see you walking, yeah, I see you swoon. I know what you've been talking about, my big old bassoon. I sit out on the street corner, give this big thing a play. Why don't you come on over, let me make your day.
Okay, I see ya. Tell you something though. That bassoon won't match up to my oboe. That's right, it's really bitchin', 'cause we got a woodwind competition.
And this guy's got a bassoon, and this guy's got an oboe. It's not fair, the hand I was dealt, it looks more like a piccolo.
We're talking woodwind. Talking woodwinds. Why don't you woodwind all over my woodwind?
Well, if you think you can try and best, after I get a whole note and you have 4 straight rests. If you think you're better, I'm telling you that's a sin. Because 10 out of 10, I believe I would win.
We're talking woodwind.
Woodwinds, work your woodwind.
Work that woodwind. We're talking woodwind. Talking woodwind. And if you're looking for some companionship, I'll never leave you alone. Let me get a little slide, see what I can do with it on my big old glossy trombone. That's right. Oh, no. He brought competition. That's crap. I don't think I know about woodwind. I don't think I understand woodwind.
It's not about the type of instrument, it's how you play it. Woodwind. Welcome to Charm Scene, and sorry, Mom. Oh, we got a great show for you guys today. We are Charm Scene. We've got some great people in the room. I'm sitting across from one of them. It's Austin Packard.
Hi, I don't know what a woodwind is.
Clearly.
And I'm sitting across from the amazingly knowledgeable, it's Lily Ludwig.
I went to an art school.
Ooh.
I only played piano, though, which weirdly
My
is
favorite woodwind.
percussion. Kicking it over to the percussionist. We got 2 in the room. One's on keys and one's on drums. We got Sam Scheidler.
Hello.
Look at you go.
And Chris Ditton. He doesn't have a mic because he doesn't need one. He's just that good. Sorry, Sam.
If he had a mic, he'd say hello. Hello. There he goes. Somebody picked that up, I'm sure.
That song was improvised, and it was inspired by a word from our wonderful, charming guest. You may have seen him around. He is an actor, a singer, a songwriter, an improviser.
Yes, he does Riff and Shamilton with us at Second City. You can see him in Little Orphan Boy at The Annoyance. You may have also seen him in Assassins at Theo or Sweeney Todd at Cocandy. And you can see him still at Voila at I.O. It's the amazing, incredible, it's Tyler DeLoatch.
Hey,
You did a
guys.
cute little dance that no one could see.
We saw it. It was charming.
People can't see this.
I like how many things you had for us to say, and we were like, "Give us a couple," and you gave us so many.
He said, "What is the upper limit of show credits I can give you?"
And we said, "Whoa, that's too much," and he said, "Say them all."
I had more.
List them off right now. That's the whole rest of the episode.
Yes, Tyler, we're so glad you're here. What's going to happen, everyone? If this is your first episode, welcome, and if not, welcome back. Tyler's going to tell us a story about their time performing, something to do with comedy, something to do with music, or just something totally random, and we won't make him feel weird about it.
Nope.
So Tyler's going to tell us a story, and then we're going to take the details of their story and put them in what we love to call a big old metaphorical blender. Dude, our next round of stickers, I want it to be a blender, and no one will get it but us and the 12 people who
Somebody will
listen to
get
this.
it. Somebody will get it.
Great. We'll make yes. Anyways, for our moms to put on their cars. Great.
My
So we're
my other ride is a metaphorical blender.
That's so good. Write that down. Nobody steal that.
Okay, writing it down.
Okay, so we're going to hear the story. We're all three of us going to talk about the story, maybe A to C it a little bit, and then we're going to do a fully improvised narrative musical on the spot.
Woo! So Tyler, will you tell us a story?
I'll tell you a story.
Oh boy.
This is a story happened back in, I want to say 2021.
You said that like it was going to be so much longer ago.
That's only 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And yet it feels like a lifetime.
Try to remember something from 2021 and see how far back that feels.
I didn't know anyone in this room in 2021.
We met in 2021.
No, we didn't.
We met in 2022.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Big difference, isn't it? 2021, I went back to my college, Coker University, which is in Hartsville, South Carolina, to teach an improv workshop. Originally scheduled for 2020, but then, there was a thing. So I went back. They were doing at the same time Little Shop of Horrors,
Ooh.
the lovely musical. So I went back. I saw that show. I did the workshop. And the last performance of their run, I get a call around noon from the director and the acting professor who was my professor when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Hey, Tyler, our Audrey 2 had an emergency. He is not close to campus right now and will not be able to get here. And we need an Audrey 2. Can you do it?"
Whoa.
No.
You'd be so good at Audrey 2.
And the show was at 2, mind you. It was a matinee.
And this is at noon.
Yeah.
I was picturing regular Audrey, and I was like, of course you would kill that as well.
Audrey 2
Tyler can
is
play
the
anything.
plant.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I know. I got that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he could play anything. I'm going to
You
stop
could.
interrupting.
You would do it. You'd be any part is good for Tyler.
Thank you. It's my dream role to play Audrey 1. I
Nobody ever. Oh my God, Tyler, stop.
I spent the next 2 hours, cramming for it. I, listened to Little Shop of Horrors a lot in my spare time
Yeah.
because of who I am as a person. So I was, probably halfway there already. And it's also a role that uniquely you are off stage as the actor.
Yeah, you can have the script.
Yeah, you can have
Yeah.
the script. You just have to learn the music,
Yeah.
which, took a couple hours to do. And then by the skin of my teeth, I learned it in time.
Wow.
And so, we did the show. And that's how I ended up as someone who had already graduated for 2 years doing Little Shop of Horrors. I think I
Wow.
might have gotten the dates wrong in that story, but it doesn't matter because I'm
It's
telling
so
it
important
and no
that it
one
was
else is.
2021. We talked about 2021
It
for
has
so
to have
long.
been. Nobody look up the actual
Yeah,
dates
I think
of
I
this
might be
production.
combining 2 different visits to my college, but
That's
it doesn't
fine.
matter.
It's all a
And
blur.
if you're listening, no, you're not.
Turn it off. How was the show though?
It was good. It was a good production. I had a few friends in it. Shout out to my Coker people, and so it was a very good group of people. So I was very glad I got to see it.
Were the college kids like, oh my God, this professional is going to come play with us?
I don't think so. I think they were like, oh, the guy who was just here a couple years
Tyler's
ago
back.
is back.
Cool.
You know,
I've
when
heard
you're
about
like
him.
20 years old and you see someone who's 26 and you're like, oh, adult,
Yeah.
worldly.
And then
Yeah.
you turn 26 and you're like, this
And
isn't
you're like,
working.
20-year-olds are actually babies. I was right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild to me. That's like a nightmare. That's like I still get nightmares about like, hey, you got to go be in this show, and I mostly do improv these days, and that's fine.
Yeah, those dreams stopped for me around when I started getting really into improv.
Whoa.
Because I would just, especially if it was like, oh, you're in this musical and you don't know the song, I would just make up a song in my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's when people talk about getting nervous doing an improv show. I always feel like, well, that's if you forget a line on stage, then you're kind of screwed.
Mhm.
But if you're doing an improv show and you don't know what to do, just do something. Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
Like, there's
think
no
any-
next
Different
line
thing to
you
be
can't-
nervous about though, because then it's like you have no guardrails, you have nothing to hold on to. Of
Yeah.
like, well, I mememorized my lines and I've got it all figured out. You know,
But
That's
if
true.
you start improvising as Audrey too, though, that's a problem.
Yeah, very much.
That's if they're not expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
If Audrey 2 is suddenly like, we're at a grocery store. And then it's like,
No,
No.
Grandma, what are you, off your meds? We talked about this.
the poor puppeteers are like, what do we do? Wow. Is there any video of it?
I don't think so.
Oh, shame.
Yeah.
I think the most interesting thing about this story is the concept of being semi-qualified for a job and someone is like, hey, can you do the most important version of this job tonight? And so I don't know what other job we would use.
Oh.
But if that was a monologue and I was doing an Armando, that's the kind of scene I would start.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because it's something that's like very time sensitive. It's like, have you seen Airplane?
I should. I haven't yet.
Because it's just a guy who flew like a 2-seat plane in a war, and then he has to land a passenger jet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the vibe.
I think I could do it.
Yeah,
Fly
I
a
think
plane?
you could too.
I think I
Austin.
could land a plane.
Yeah, totally.
I think I could.
You get to the airport so early.
If I had to.
That's basically the same
I've
thing.
seen a lot of planes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What other jobs? Like, what's something you're kind of good at that if someone asks you to do it on the fly for like a really important, like,
Hmm.
oh, I've seen you. What's the video game with the bongos?
Donkey Konga?
Yeah. What if someone's like, I've seen you play Donkey Konga. One of the blue men just dropped out. Can you play tonight?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like if you dropped a random semi-talented percussionist in the Blue Man Group, you would immediately be able to see which one wasn't the Blue Man.
There's one person who's like, pretty sure that's a last minute fill into the Blue Man.
Yeah. Clearly, yeah, he has hair.
He's not even blue.
He's just wearing a blue sweater.
And he's only playing on the bongos.
I think this is where we start.
Okay.
I think that's where we start right there.
Okay, Chris, this is about to be a drum heavy show. Are you ready for this?
Well, okay. We open to the crowd leaving Blue Man Group.
Okay, never mind, Chris. Stand
We
up.
overhear their conversations as they are leaving the Briar Street Theater in Chicago, Illinois. They are stepping out onto the sidewalk, and it's been an odd show.
I mean, that was a really expensive ticket.
I know, and I want to enjoy it because it was so expensive.
I had a Groupon, but I'm still disturbed by what I saw.
Yeah, I got in pretty cheap because my friend's ex used to tech there.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
But it wasn't what I was expecting.
The Blue Man. Well, one of the Blue Man. He was hardly a Blue Man. As far as I understand, the Blue Man.
I saw him go. It wasn't the same. How he drummed, and also his shade. It was a little off and off-putting. This one guy, could he not be a blue man?
Yeah, what was up with that Blue Man? That Blue Man. Who even was that Blue Man? Who was that Blue Man?
I was trying to go out and have a fun date. I was expecting a show that was really great,
Yeah.
but it felt kind of flat, and so I'm reeling. I gotta say right now, I am feeling Blue Man. That left me feeling Blue Man.
Was that played on the PVC. It felt like for half the show he was just staring at me. And then when he got off the stage and I saw him puke, yeah, that guy puked. That's something that I saw. He wasn't happy to be there. He kept saying, can I leave? And the other blue men kept whispering, no, you cannot leave there, blue men. They were the blue men, just two blue men and some other guy. Who was that blue man? Who was that blue man? Who was that blue man? I don't understand. That blue man. That blue man.
We cut to what happened right before that. The stage, the show is going on right now, and a guy who was really not supposed to be on stage is playing his heart out.
I think I'm doing really well right now.
Your buddy. And this is another blue man sidles up next to him. He's trying to make it so people don't see him talk. You're not doing well, man. Come over and play the paint-filled PVC pipe with us.
I don't know. These bongos are really grooving.
The bongos, man. Have you seen bongos before, or have you only played the classic GameCube hit Donkey Konga?
I think you know the answer to that question.
Yeah, we clearly do know the answer because you're playing the Donkey Konga bongos right now. All three of them are drumming insanely as this whole conversation is
going
happening.
nuts. There's paint spilling all over the place.
Yeah.
Look, most of the audience is still here, so I don't get what the problem is.
Most is not okay. Usually they don't leave until the end of the show.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna leave and go to the combination Michaels, Marshalls, and DSW that's
It's
like a block
right
from here.
across the street from Briar Street Theater.
No, I always walk by it, but I've never gone inside.
The Michaels has pretty good deals.
Yeah, it's a good selection of the Michaels. Maybe we should go there. No, we're playing.
They're still drumming. They're still going.
It'd be more fun than this. Ugh, I'm glad you were able to fill in last minute, but I really miss Tony.
Forget about Tony. Tony's not coming back. My brother's gone.
I didn't realize. I just thought you were some random guy.
No. Tony was.
We see a spotlight hit the center blue man as he begins his memory
And I'm singing this out loud.
while drumming.
Growing up as a kid, I had a brother,
Tony.
and he treated me like no other. Going to school, playing in the yard. His favorite character on TV was Packard. My bro is gone, but the memory's still here. I feel like the Marshalls, you're near. I'll never forget what you've done, and I'll raise in your place your only son.
When a blue man dies, he's replaced by his nearest brother. When a blue man dies, he's replaced by his nearest brother. We could try a search, but there's nobody else, no other. When a blue man dies, he's replaced by his blue man brother.
He's been missing for almost 7 hours now. I think we must accept
Tony.
We can call the searches off. Give it up. I don't know what else to expect.
When a blue man buys or he's missing, we presume he's dead and cast his brother. When a blue man goes missing, we assume he's dead and cast his brother. We don't call the police, we don't call his father or mother. 'Cause when a blue man dies, we assume he's dead and cast his brother.
The crowd is oddly moved by this part of the show. They see the blue tears streaming down the middle guy's
They're
face
so blue.
and assume it's part of the show, and they feel moved as well, which makes up for what happened in the beginning of the show. We go to what happened at the beginning of the show.
Hey, everybody, let's hear it for the Blue Man group.
Hey! Yay, hooray! I'm excited to be here.
Hello, and we watch them. They're
friends
throwing
next to
marshmallows into each other's mouths, and they're doing funny shticks.
Oh, they're so bald.
But clearly, it's just the two of the Blue Men. There's the third Blue Man who's just kind of standing off to the side.
Is this when we go on?
Hey, you're not supposed to talk. Just get out there, guy. Go.
This dude told me that he thought he could be off stage the whole time looking at a script. This is a clown show. The Blue Man Group is clown.
You gotta get out there, man. They're needing 3
Also,
Blue Men.
what's his name? I totally missed it.
Well, this here?
Yeah.
Well, this is Tony's brother,
Yeah.
Brody.
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 Yeah, it's Brody.
Hey, Brody. I'm Mike. I'm glad you're all blued out, but you gotta be on stage with us, bro. The show's starting. They're cheering.
The opening music is going, and they need their third Blue Man.
Oh, God. I'm here to play some drums.
God, is he singing?
Oh, God, are we not supposed to sing? Now I feel dumb. Oh, no, the air left the room like there's some suction. I brought vocals when I should have brought percussion.
When a Blue Man dies, he's replaced by his Blue Man brother.
Blue Man brother.
When a Blue Man dies, he's replaced by his Blue Man brother.
Guys, this song is so good. We should sing it at the end of the show, too, as a repeat.
I like it. I'm kind of enjoying it.
You're gonna win an encore, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They look confused, though.
We cut to the green room before the show happened.
It's weird that there's a green room. I would think it would be a blue room.
Hey, that's a good joke, man. You're funny.
You're really gonna kill this, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks, I think so
Oh.
too.
It's a shame about your brother, though. He's been missing for what, 6 hours now?
6 hours. I'm starting to lose hope.
Man, I'm really sorry. Thank you for being here on such like a traumatic day.
Of course, it took a while. I had to warm up vocally.
What? Never
What?
mind. I'm sure that won't come up later.
And
I'm
we
sure.
see the one Blue Man is just busy painting himself. He's like, we don't. All right.
I'm shaving my head.
I mean, you want to do some stretches, or how good are you at catching marshmallows in your mouth?
Don, everyone has a different way they warm up. Everyone has a different pre-show ritual, you know?
Yeah. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
You're always keeping me level-headed. I love
Yeah.
that.
And you are level-headed. That shave looks great.
Thanks, man. Yours too.
Thank you.
You guys both remind me of my brother.
Oh,
This again.
Tony.
He was always bald and wearing blue.
Well, that's because he used to work here.
Yeah, we know him very well.
Yeah,
Better than
we've
you.
been doing this for years. You know, your brother worked with Fred Armisen back when he was a Blue Man.
Wow. Was Fred
That's a
Armisen
real
blue man?
fact. That's
yeah,
a real
his
fact.
picture's up on the wall.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
At the Briar Street Theater in Chicago,
Wow.
Illinois. Yeah, right here where we are.
I'll be honest, I've never seen a Blue Man show before.
You've
Oh,
what?
because you've only like been in them, you mean?
Yeah. You're a professional
Yes.
Blue Man, though.
Yes, I've only been in them, and I've been in many.
You know how the show goes, though, right?
Yeah.
Don't lay into him before a show. I'm sure it's gonna go
Okay,
fine.
I just want to make sure this.
No, it goes exactly the way it did the last time I did this show.
Yeah, see? It's gonna be the same as the last time Brody did the show. He'll be fine.
Okay. Well, you sure Tony's still missing?
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Is brother's missing. You're being an ass.
Yeah.
I just want to make. Should we cancel? Is this guy going to be okay?
Oh my God. He's clearly fine, but don't psych him out before the show or it'll go all weird. And
Dan,
people will
calm me
leave.
down. Dan, please do the thing that calms me down.
Okay. Cross your arms
Okay.
and fall backwards into me.
Okay. Oh.
Gotcha, buddy.
Wow, you're so strong.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We do that every show.
Because I do physical
It
warm-ups.
comes right down. Dan and I go way back.
Wow, how far back?
We've been blue manning since we were little baby blue men.
Wow, Blue Boys.
Yeah, you ever seen Blue Boys?
I was in Blue Boys.
Oh, you too,
Yeah, of
huh?
course you were. It's, you know how like we're all 26. The Blue
Yeah.
Boys is when you're 20.
Yeah.
It's like JROTC, but for the Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
Is that pronounced ROTC or do people say ROTC?
It's supposed to be ROTC, but some people call it ROTC.
But it kind of, never mind.
It does.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
you're right.
I didn't hear it
kinda-
until
yeah, it
just now.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so JROTC.
It's such a mouthful.
Yeah. But that's not what we did. We were just the Blue Boys.
Yeah. Blue Boys is a lot less intense. You kind of just do like kids' birthday parties. We mostly, have you ever heard of this? It's a video game. Oh God, what's it called?
I don't know.
It's like you use bongos as a controller.
Oh, Donkey Konga?
Yes.
Oh,
the,
yeah,
The
that
kids'
one.
birthday parties love those.
Yeah, and that's I've always seen that game as being exactly like being a blue man.
See, this guy gets it. He's going to be just
I don't
fine.
know. What does being a giant Kong have to do with being a blue man? Donkey Kong's not even blue. He's brown and he wears tie.
Oh, this guy only grew up playing Sonic.
Wow.
I don't like the energy I'm getting from the two of you.
He only likes blue Pokemon, and he can name so many of
Dan,
them.
we used to be the friends, and now it's like you're best friends with Brody.
I am... Don, can we have an aside?
Yeah.
Brody, I'm
Excuse
so
us,
sorry.
Brody.
Continue your vocal warm-ups, please. Don,
La 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 la.
he's so loud. Listen, remember our first show and how nervous we were?
Yeah.
And that one older guy kept trying to like psych you out because he was trying to haze you?
Right.
It's like that's what you're doing to him, and it's making me
But this
uncomfortable.
isn't even his first show. He said so. It feels like it's his first show.
Yeah, but like it's his first show with us, you know?
Dan, I'm just saying, I'm really proud of the work that you, me, and Tony have put into this, and I'm a little worried about this guy.
I really appreciate that you care so much about this. I want the show to be good, and so I'm trying to hype up our cast members.
What if it was just the two of us?
What?
What if it was just the two of us? Just a two-man group.
No one wants to see the two-man group.
I would love the two-man group.
I don't think so.
Dan, just this once.
You're just remembering our duo days.
Yeah. What if it was just, I don't know, you and me?
Back at those birthday parties.
Yeah. Hey. Let me think about the color wheel for a second before I say what I'm about to say. Okay.
Take all the time
Hey.
you need.
Okay. Hey, Dan. When you look at a color wheel, what comes between green and purple?
Blue.
And when I look in the mirror and I think about who I want to be, you know who I picture?
Blue.
Yeah, but it's a guy who's blue. He looks a little like me, but I'm really picturing somebody else.
Stu?
No, not Stu, and not Tony, too. I'm talking you.
Me.
I'm talking you, man group. Yeah, you,
Oh.
my group. And I want to take you, and here's the scoop. Maybe after the show, maybe you and I can go to the 2D restaurant down the block. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, this is a really cool place. I like being here. I like that we both paint our face, but there's more to us. We gotta engage, get a third guy up and enjoy that stage.
La 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 la.
Okay, he's still
Man
going.
group.
La 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 la.
You man group.
Hey Dan, back when we were kids, think of all the stuff we did. Just you and I messing around. We would paint the town blue everywhere that we went, and there was not a single frown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lived so happily, and we were so silly, and we got all that we wanted to do. And that's what I want, and I think that's what you want. The both of us together in blue.
Yeah. You man group.
You man group.
You man group. I want you, that's the scoop.
You man group.
Yeah, I remember doing doing this with you. We had so much fun. You were a card. But remember that it's difficult to do duo work. Yeah, remember we said it's too hard?
Yeah.
We felt like we were not living up to our potential, and our advertising was a little bit phony. So that's when we added a third guy, and then we've had so much success with Tony. But then, listen, here's what you can do. Think of him not as Tony, but he's like Tony too. I mean, he could play Tony. I'm sure that that's true, but just think of him as something awesome. It's Tony too.
La 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 la.
Tony too.
La 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 la.
Tony
Tony too.
I'm warmed up now.
Okay, great.
Vocally, I think this will help the show for me. Now that I can sing every note for the Blue Man Show.
Blue Man
La 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 la.
It's just you and me and Tony makes three. It's a you-man crew. Yeah. We cut to Brody at home. He walks in. He's just gotten back from his real day job, and he finds his mother there waiting for him.
Brody, your brother's gone. He left a note.
No. No.
No, not dead. Just
Oh.
missing. Well, presumably. I'm not sure yet.
How long has it been since you saw him?
Like 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
And you know how impulsive he can be. Oh,
Yeah.
Brody.
Impulsive Tony is what we called him.
It's so catchy.
Oh, God. Well, I guess we'll start dividing up his things.
No, what? No, we have to look for him.
Oh, sure.
He's got a big show tonight, and also he's my son.
Okay, I'll text him. Oh, no, it says his phone's on Do Not Disturb and he won't get a notification. He's as good as dead.
Yeah, he's a millennial. They all leave their phones on Do Not Disturb.
No.
I'm 58, and my phone rings loud as hell, even if I get a text.
It does. And then you have that flashlight thing that comes on the back when you get a text.
I just leave it on.
Yeah,
I might need a flashlight at some point. Why turn it off?
that's a good point.
It only gets blocked when I open my phone up all the way because I have my phone in one of those wallet cases because I'm 58.
Yeah, and you keep wondering why the battery goes out, even though you've never closed an app.
My son is missing. Stop making fun of me.
That's my brother.
Okay. Well, we have to look all around the Belmont area of Lakeview East.
I'll check the devil dogs.
Okay. I'll check the IDOF. That is now also a burger and a dessert place.
Great.
Let's keep naming places we're going to check. I'll
All
check
right.
Belmont Army Vintage.
Wow, okay, I'll check Cheesies. We haven't covered much ground yet. These places are very close to each other.
I tried to check Berlin, but they closed.
No, Berlin's dead too, just
No.
like Tony.
I had
And
to-
I'll stay here. And you see from the shadows of this house,
Ooh.
the dad walks out.
Dad?
Hey, Brody.
Hi, hon.
Hey, Sharon. Tony's gone missing again, huh?
Yeah.
For the last time, I think.
Stop insinuating he's dead. The note was very cryptic.
Nah, he's gone. He's gone for sure, and I think I know who did it.
What?
I think I finally cracked the case.
The case has been going on for 20 minutes.
Yeah, and it was an easy solve.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think it was one of you too.
What?
That's right. Because I was here, and Tony wasn't here, and neither were either of you.
I was just out back.
My own wife, and or my own son.
You're so good at solving things, Dad.
You mean I'm right?
You have to be.
What? Don't look at me like that. I'm distraught. These tears are real. The note just says, "See you later, guys."
Let me see that note. And he takes
Here
the
you
note out
go.
of your hand. Well, this is not Tony's handwriting. This, canonically, you two have the same handwriting, so this proves nothing.
That's true. I got a lot of report cards signed that way.
You
Well,
both have the same hieroglyphics.
You know how I know that it is, Tony?
How?
It's written in blue ink.
And he is, as well known, a blue man.
I can't even trust my own family.
Well, it sure as hell wasn't me who killed him.
It wasn't me, I promise. I would never do something like kill him.
Literally me neither.
Well, then maybe it was none of us. Or maybe it was all of us.
Okay, it sounds like you don't actually know what happened.
I'm on the case. Don't call the cops. I'm gonna figure this one out.
Okay, I won't call the cops because, well, first of all, ACAB, and second because I don't want them pointing fingers at me too.
Nah.
The innocent mother.
Where were you, huh? Back at the Chicago diner? That vegan place just up Halstead?
Vegetarian.
Yeah. It's vegetarian.
You can get regular
They have
cheese.
vegan options.
You can get vegan cheese, but it's extra.
I know they have vegan options, so I think of it as the vegan place.
Wow.
Yeah, I went out back.
Out back?
You know, dairy makes me break out. I like their plant-based milkshakes.
Outback Steakhouse.
That's the least vegan place ever.
There's no Outback Steakhouse near Belmont.
Yeah, Boys Town would never have an Outback Steakhouse. That's not the vibe.
There's just a PetSmart next to a Walgreens.
Halstead, that's what I meant.
Yeah, Halstead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. Let's all get on the 8 bus or the 22 bus or the 36 bus or the 73 bus.
77 is the one I was thinking.
73 is way south of here.
I've never been to Belmont. I'll admit it. I was making it up.
Well, son, let me show you Belmont. And let's see if it jogs your memory at all.
Here comes the 77.
Come on,
Hey,
son.
bus driver, let us on.
Okay. Come on.
You gotta scan your Ventra card, son.
I have it on my phone.
Doo-doo. 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 That's 3 cards.
You see this place that we're coming up to? Yeah, we're coming up to it soon. Well, it used to be, but now it's closed. A place I'd call Furious Spoon. And as we go up a little bit further, hey, do you know what's around? It's a place that sells old clothes. Yeah, it's an elephant, brown.
That's cool. I think if just for the hell, we'll stop in this dive bar they call L&L. And if we need to see God or become a Quaker, we can go into a karaoke bar and call it Shakers.
We're driving through heaven. We're driving through heaven. We're driving through heaven on bus 77.
We're driving through heaven. We're driving through heaven.
We're driving through heaven on bus 77. Yeah, I am the bus driver. I'm the best way to get around. But I'm about to pull up to the Belmont stop if you need purple, red, or brown.
Well, now that we've left behind that old L&L, why don't you and I see what's happening at that Taco Bell?
We're driving through heaven.
We're driving through heaven.
We're driving through heaven. 77.
Okay, well, I think we'll stop by Potbelly's and then get all sorts of stuff at the Target.
And hey, just a thought, hey, what if we went to Chipotle? And if you're feeling buoyant, we could check out the annoyance. Yeah, that's all right here. Don't be fickle. We'll go to this place that is Soul Taco now, but used to be big and little.
We're driving through heaven.
Driving through heaven. Driving through heaven.
Up on the left is a 7-Eleven, 'cause we're driving on the 77.
Driving through heaven. Driving through heaven. Driving through heaven on bus 77.
We cut back, now 22 minutes earlier, and we see Tony.
Well, guys, I'll be back soon. I'm going to leave for about 8 hours. No one's here? I guess I'll leave a note.
Hey, I heard you.
Really?
It's me, a Chicago rat.
I didn't know you guys could talk.
I've been sitting in the window and I heard you.
Hey, are you the one who's been eating all my Italian beefs I've been leaving on the nightstand?
Yeah, thanks for leaving those out for me. I thought it was a gift.
Wow. Was the giardiniera too spicy? I hope it wasn't.
Nah, I'm a Chicago rat. I've dealt with a lot worse, let me tell you that.
Thanks. Well, I got them from Clark Street Dog, which is also by Belmont.
That's okay. I don't think we need to reference the entire area. That would get old pretty quick to anyone who's not from here.
Yeah, I have more. Just
Yeah?
kidding.
You
I
want to
don't
go
know
through?
No, I don't know anymore.
Hey, where you going? All painted blue like that.
That's the thing. I'm just really cold.
You're not painted?
I'm not painted today, Mr. Rat.
But you look blue as ever. Blue and bald and full of rhythmic cheer.
Well, today I'm just blue and bald and filled with drear.
Oh, Tony. What happened? Who hurt you?
I'm blue, so blue. I got the blues, I'm blue. Well, if I were to tell you where my mind's exactly at, you better sit and listen, my friendly neighborhood rat. I'm blue,
Baba dee baba die.
so blue.
Baba dee baba die.
Don't know what to do
Baba dee baba
when I'm feeling so blue. I think it's nice if we could have a talk, but today instead of talk, I'm gonna walk my little walk. Blue, gonna get up, put on my shoes, get on my feet, and walk all the way up Belmont and keep going past that Briar Street, because I'm blue.
Baba dee baba die.
Don't know what to do when I'm so blue. Keep going north past Lakeview and go until I get to Evanston. Go further north past Evanston.
What's up there?
All the way to Wisconsin, 'cause I'm feeling so blue. So blue.
Blue.
Don't know what else to do but leave when I'm feeling so blue.
So blue.
And my brain is feeling so very perturbed. So the rest of the night, I'm leaving my phone on Do Not Disturb. Feeling so blue. Feeling so blue. Message at the need blue. Know what to do.
We cut further back to earlier that day when Tony was of good cheer we see him in rehearsal with Dan and Don, the two other Blue Men, getting ready for just another day as a Blue Man. They're in rehearsal in the Briar Street Theater, just going over things, and boy, jolly gee, everything seems great.
I'm so glad we have a performance later today, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I think we're really going to crush it, right, Dan?
Yeah, totally, Don.
And you too, Tony.
Thanks. Hey, do we have understudies?
No,
What? No,
are you
what?
kidding?
Hey, just a question. I don't need to get yelled at.
No one's as good as us.
Do you have understudies in life, huh? You take a day off, is you think somebody's just going to replace you?
I mean, there is that clause in the Blue Man Group contract that if one of us dies and or goes missing, we get replaced with a biological brother.
Whoever's
but that's
nearest to
just,
us,
someone
yeah.
wrote that in the contract as a joke.
Yeah.
That would never happen.
No, we do have a strong union representative, though, so.
Yeah, the Bloonion. Yeah, we're well represented by the Bloonion.
And that joke was Tony's final straw. It made him so mad that it spiraled the rest of his day out of control.
We watch him as he gets so mad, but then he gets so blue when he drives out to Evanston. His family can't find him, so what do? They have no option
He wrote it
but to
in blue.
drive down Belmont and reference everything that they see. We cut forward. We see Brody getting ready for the show. He's at the show now, and things are not going well. Things are onward until finally people are leaving. They're starting to leave, and they're saying, "Who was that Blue Man?" And they leave. They leave Brody all alone on stage at the Briar Street Theater with a single ghost light lighting the center of the stage.
Hey, it's me, Deb, the janitor. I'm just sweeping back here. You gotta get off the stage pretty soon. I'm just sweeping popcorn out of the aisles. They're not supposed to bring in popcorn. I'm actually really mad about that.
Deb, I don't know where else to go. I don't know my way around
I'm
Belmont.
fucking livid about this popcorn.
This is my home now.
What? The stage?
The stage.
Yeah, no, I gotta sweep the stage. I have a job here. You had a job here, and you boofed it. Don't make me boof mine. That means mess up, right? And not
Yeah.
anything else?
Yeah, I
Okay,
I think
good.
so. Time
I
will
guess-
tell.
I guess you could say I blew it.
That's, I cannot believe it's the first time I've heard that joke. That's not bad. That's not bad. I gotta
Deb.
mop up all this effing paint.
Well, I guess sometimes
Oh, fucking theater people.
just 'cause I blew it
Oh my god.
doesn't mean it's blown.
I'm sweeping circles around
I
you.
knew it. And now I'm grown. I lived a full life not knowing I was a phony, trying to live up to the legacy of Tony. Just 'cause I blew it doesn't mean it's blown. Can't wait to pick up my phone. I'll call my mom, call my dad, and tell them just because my brother's gone doesn't mean we can't be glad.
Just then, the stage door opens, and a very similar looking person walks out of the door.
With an almost identical voice.
And Deb is pissed because now there's more footprints in the paint.
Hey, Brony. I gotta tell you, just 'cause you blew it doesn't mean it's blown. I'm sorry I missed you when you texted my phone. You are my brother, and we are fam. Now let's get out of here and get some ham at the deli right by Belmont.
Fresh Market Deli, I love that place.
Yeah, they have great ham. And now we are two blue fam. Just 'cause you blew it doesn't mean it's blown. Call your brother on the phone. Just 'cause you blew it doesn't mean it's blown.
as who comes into the theater now from the other side of the stage. But it's Mom and Dad and a little Chicago rat.
Oh, Tony, I need you. Get off my fucking stage.
I'm glad.
Paint everywhere.
Glad you're not dead, Tony, and I'm sure as hell glad none of us killed you.
Thanks. I'm glad too. Me too.
Says the rat.
Yeah. And guess what? I think we all learned something today about the importance of blowing it. And if it's blown, soon we'll all come home. I blew it, but it's not blown. I guess I'll leave the stage alone.
Nah,
But
we'll
he doesn't leave the stage alone. Everyone leaves the stage together, tracking, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sets of human paint tracks, blue footprints in the paint, and 1 little rat print.
And while they may have all come in as individuals, solo acts, if you will, all of them, including Dan and Don, who are also here, leave together arm in arm, covered in blue. You could almost say they all make one big blue man. Man, we alienated so much of the cast with of the listeners with that.
Okay,
Belmont
but
thing.
the handful of you who live in this area loved it.
And those of you who I'm sure will come now to see the glorious street that is Belmont.
Thank you, UK audience. I hope you're still around.
This is
Pretend
how
I was talking about Swindon.
This is how everyone not from New York felt listening to Empire State of Mind.
This is us watching any movie about New York. Like, they won't stop talking about New York. This is ridiculous.
Why do the trains have numbers and letters? I hate that.
Finally, a show for Chicagoans.
Yeah.
That's not Chicago.
We're doing so
Exactly.
much for the community.
What's the 73 bus?
I have no idea.
It's got to be further south
Yeah.
because the
Can't remember.
76 is Diversey.
Mm.
Anyway.
Hey, email us and let us know where the 73
We're gonna Google
bus
it
is
right
at,
after this.
charmscenepod@gmail.
Now that the story has concluded, Tyler, you have still a little bit more of a job to do here.
Oh, yeah.
See, we are Charm Scene, and as part of that, we like to identify the most charming character in any given show and give them a little bit more. See who we want to hear a little bit more from. So, Tyler, the choice today is yours. Which character stuck with you the most that you want to give another shot?
I think Tony spent all that time going further and further north.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did he do in
What
Wisconsin?
did he do in Wisconsin?
And why was he only gone for 8 hours?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? Let's find out.
I keep going north. I guess I'll have to see ya. Forget about Wisconsin. I'm going to the Upper Peninsula and further north. I grant ya. See me cross the border into southern Canada. I'm a Canadian now. I'm a Canuck. I left my home in Illinois to explore new places. I traded basketball and football fields for your ice hockey rinks. And by the way, this all happened in a few hours, because in the story I come back to Chicago. So now I guess I have to go south, back to the Upper Peninsula, and then to northern Wisconsin. And the Amtrak from there gets me down to Union Station. Oh no, now I'm too far south. I have to go back. I feel like a pendulum, not knowing where I'm at. To here, to there, to everywhere. And then I finally see the bright lights of Briar Street. I'm home where I belong. Sorry I was gone so long, but I had a good trip. Hey Brody, and Don and Dan.
Hi. Yeah! Oh my god. That was so much better than I even hoped it would be.
He went too far.
And he had to come back. I said
lost it.
he went down to all the way up
Wow.
to southern Canada and all the way down to the loop.
I also love how the song ended up like intersecting, like it overlapped into the story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got caught all the way up.
Can't do that with a normal musical. Hey, normies.
Yeah.
I love all the time shifts. Like we just jumped around. We time
That
traveled.
was so
We
fun.
did that whole show backwards until the
Yes.
last number.
It was
Yeah.
very,
So
it was
fun.
very
The
merrily we
jump
roll along.
forward.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much smarter. I was thinking that one episode of Phineas and Ferb.
That
The
was so
last
fun.
5 years. Oh, there's so many references, and I was fully thinking about Phineas and Ferb.
Well,
I was thinking Memento.
speaking of time loops, let's do a big old loop around the room,
Nice.
shall we? Right over here to my left is the phenomenal. It's our music director on the keys, the best to ever do it. It's the one and only Sam Scheidler.
Thank you, everybody.
And
And
to his
Sam's left, the most work we've ever made him do in a show. Give it up on the drums all night. It's Chris Ditton.
Yeah. And to Chris's left is the one and only Lily Ludwig, everybody.
I am going to I'm going to go on Google Maps and I'm going to put a pin in every single place we reference, and we're going to put that in the Instagram post.
Yeah, great.
Be on the lookout for that.
Fantastic. But we could not have done it without the phenomenal, the incredible. It's our charming guest today. It's the amazing Tyler DeLoatch. Thank you so much for joining
And to Tyler's
us.
left is Austin. Thank you very much.
Hi, it's me. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was so fun.
Very fun. I loved every moment.
Tyler, so obviously, this is a podcast. You're listening to it now. It's pre-recorded. We're doing it live, but by the time anyone listens to this, it'll be gone. So we really push you go see a live show. You got to see this kind of stuff live, and we all do it here in Chicago. There's live shows wherever you are. I guarantee you that there's somewhere within a driving distance you can go see a live show, unless you're in Upper Canada. But if you're here in Chicago, we really encourage you to go see a live show, such as Tyler.
Such as Little Orphan Boy playing at the Annoyance.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Beth's in that too. If anyone's listening to multiple episodes, Beth Nelson is also in that and also phenomenal.
Yeah, it's very good. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't plug. I actually am recording an EP. It's not live, but yeah, I'll be recording an EP that's coming out in March. So, keep on the lookout for it.
Where can people find out more about you, Tyler?
They can follow me at Tyler DeLoatch Music
Ooh, is that on Instagram?
on Instagram. Yeah, that's only on Instagram.
Are you an X-Man?
No, I I have one, but I don't use it as an extension of my social media presence.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah,
Everybody,
God.
check out that album. Make sure that you follow Tyler and stay abreast to Tyler's adventures. Thank you so much for joining us today, Tyler. This was such a good time.
Pleasure's mine.
Oh.
This is so cool. We used to watch Tyler do a show, Always at Annoyance. We would go and see it like every week.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, this is the kind of stuff we want to be doing. And now you're on our podcast, bitch.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Oh, how the tables.
We have not ascended any ranks. Tyler has merely fallen down.
And what is that current rank? Well, it's a little podcast called Charm
Charm
Scene.
Scene.
Thank you so much for listening. We put out new episodes every Tuesday, so be sure to come back and follow us at Charm Scene Pod to learn more.
You just
Until next time.
You just got charmed.